Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Today is June 11, 2019. As always, I want to thank camerastore.com for sponsoring the show. And let's start with the news. First thing, Patreon giveaway. We've gone blasting through 70 Patreons, so the next giveaway has been unlocked, which is a Niagara from Alex Soth from my own collection, which I'll be giving away. The next giveaway will be up to 80 Patreons. So if you've ever considered helping us supporting this channel, you can go over down to the link. It's patreon.com/nicosphotographyshow, and tires start from $1 up. So let's start with the big news this week, which for that, coincidentally, I didn't really do it on purpose, but let's start by what everyone wants to talk about, which is Fuji. Let me see. Should I put it the right side up? Fuji. That's not sponsored. I got it for a new setup I'm trying to do for the news. So I'll just have it here for today's week. Fujifilm, which everyone's been complaining about them discontinuing a lot of their emulsions, have suddenly surprised the whole market, saying they are coming out with Acros #2, or the second version of Acros. So we all know Fuji discontinued pretty much their whole lineup of black and white paper and film, with Acros 100 being the last remaining film. Before that came Neopan 400, 1600, and some others. So suddenly they announced the Acros is coming back in a new version in 35 and 120 format. It's going to start in Japan only, and from there they might bring it to the rest of the world. But we all know, that people will end up exporting or importing it from different countries to have their Acros to shoot. It's not going to be the same formula as the #2 version comes. They had, when they discontinued Acros, they said they had some problems to, find the nice or good sources of the materials and such. So they've reformulated the film. As we all know, film is very, very, very complicated to make. Fuji makes probably the highest quality film out there in general. With Kodak, and basically they've reformulated Acros to be the second version. We don't know anything about price, but prices were going crazy with the Acros that was still left. Fuji is not a cheap brand, so we'll expect it to be, on the higher level. But it's really good news. I really wonder what all those people said about, Fuji had ditched all the machines to make, 35 and 120 film, are saying now. They'd probably say it's, Shanghai and China making it or something like that. But I think it's good news. I think we should all be optimistic about Fuji. And I know there's been a lot of, non-happy people with Fuji in the past. But this has been a really, really good move. I think we all could be happy for that. And, why not be happy? So let's check it off the list. Big announcement. First, also, I forgot to say, I read it first on Emulsive. I want to give credits to Emulsive for bringing, this happy news to all of us. I also left the link in Japanese. I don't understand Japanese, so thankfully translated the official press release with pictures and stuff of Fujifilm. Then we have an update from the Panomicron camera, the oxygen one, which if you remember is a 6, that's like an X span, like a 24 by 65-ish negative, 3D designed and printed by Oscar from Switzerland. And he's done minor updates to the camera and stuff, which is really nice. I'm working on a video I recorded a while ago, but I never ended up putting out because I met with him in person. He undid and rebuilt the camera. I actually shot a roll on that camera, but it's something I'm working towards in a very close future. Then we have 20th Century cameras came out with a loupe for those RB Graflex cameras, which are, if you remember, those Reflex 4x5s, 5x7s that have that little chimney, which is huge, all leather and stuff. He's come out with this little design that holds like a loupe so you can focus accurately, like a Hasselblad or a medium format camera that have that little flip up loupe. Very similar to that, but for those bigger cameras, which of course, the bigger the negative, the shallower the depth of field. Plus, a lot of people like shooting shutterless lenses because it has its own focal plane shutter. So you know what I mean. Pretty awesome. Then I spent all weekend at the Revela-T festival in Barcelona, actually in Vilassar de Dalt, which is a little bit north of Barcelona. I was there with Camera Rescue team. I have a bunch of Camera Rescue leftovers stock here in Bilbao, so if anyone's currently close, they can let me know and I'll help them find whatever they find. They have every sort of filter, lens hood, grips, all these things that are pretty cool. And they're all here right now. This was I got in Barcelona from a friend, nothing to do with Camera Rescue. But it was really fun. If you ever think about coming to Barcelona, you can make it match with, coincide with the Analog Festival. But yeah, I was there. There's no footage of that. I was super busy with the little outlet and I never got to shoot any video. You can check Camera Rescue's Instagram. He's got shots of all the weird, quirky cameras we saw. We even saw someone shooting and using an MP hammer tone, which I've never seen, and I'm very happy to see someone using it because it feels like a collector item. There at Revela-T, I had a friend from London, which right now I totally forgot the name, show me something that was very interesting, which is the DLG Photometer 2 Studio. And you might be wondering, what is that? Basically, it's a light meter for large format cameras, and they make this a film holder that has a probe where you can be metering different zones of your, image to kind of do the zone system inside the camera. So bellows compensation, all that will work immediately because it's just metering the real reading from the camera, basically ground glass. So this friend of mine told me that he wanted one, but his camera / enlarger is a walk-in camera. It's one of these humongous reproduction cameras. He's got it in London. It weighs like, I don't know, 8 to 10 tons. So he can't put a 4x5 little probe in there. So DLG worked with him to find a solution to basically meter inside the ground glass with like that aquarium sort of solution. So it has these magnets and the little probe moves wherever you move it. So you can be moving the probe around and meter wherever you want on ultra large format cameras, which is pretty amazing because we all know it's not a simple solution to meter for those huge ground glasses. And this camera has a ground glass that's the size of a human being, but you know what I mean. So pretty cool. I had never checked DLG products. CatLABS in the US has a couple of his products on his store, but he also is based in the UK. So for those of us in Europe, we can purchase directly. He does custom things, which is really nice. He's got enlarger timers. He's got the light meter for your camera. I think he has a temperature control unit for trays and stuff for developing in the darkroom. Really cool stuff. So I highly recommend you check it out. Then we have one of the viewers nicely sent me email confirmation of his lab box that is shipped. So finally, it's not longer on a ship, at least his. It's going to be shipping to him. And I think he's located around Australia, if I'm not wrong. So that means that, closer to the factory, people are going to start getting their lab boxes much sooner. So that means soon we'll see a ton of videos, reviews, and things about the lab box. Another thing in news, we have Negative Supply, which I've been commenting, is coming out with their Kickstarter for their device to scan or digitalize your film pictures. They sent an email looking for beta testers. I hopefully will be getting a unit to try it out and let you guys know about it. I'm not a big scanning, digitalizing guy. I don't really enjoy it, but I'll give it a try. I do have the setup, or a friend has a setup that can let me do this properly. So I'll let you know how it goes. But you can check it out. It's going to be, I think, July 1st will be their Kickstarter. I'll let you know here in the news. And then I wanted to open a different part of the news to something that I don't usually do, but I think is interesting. And I'm going to start including zines, books, and some videos that I enjoyed during the week or maybe previously with you guys. So there's a new editorial company here in Spain, in Valencia, that's called Handshake, and they've been doing really cool zines. The last one I saw was by Hector Pozuelo, who is a great photographer. You should totally follow him on Instagram. He's got amazing work, shoots mostly 35 but also some medium format, and he made this zine of his Polaroid works. He's done a lot of Polaroid. He actually even, I think, collaborated with Polaroid Originals when they came out with a special edition which I can't remember the artist, but it was like a special edition with the borders were from this artist that did the scribbles of like that. I can't remember. He passed away a couple of years ago. But yeah, very cool zine. It's 15 euros, which I think is very affordable. And I got to get myself one, but I, recommend you guys have a look. And they have other zines. Then onto the videos. I'm going to start with a video from a channel that's brand new. He's a viewer of this channel. He's a supporter of this channel. And he made a very nice video about using flash on film and not using and comparing it. He does little diagrams and stuff. And the channel's Certain Exposures. I'll leave the link below. It's Daniel is the name of the host. And I really enjoyed the how he explained it and the results. And it really shows that all of us film shooters, or a lot of us, are much of natural light kind of people. And he just includes a flash against the sun and really makes really good results on a Yashica matte. No complicated stuff, just one strobe going against the sun, kind of like making the sky a little darker so the negative doesn't blow out or the highlights don't blow out so easily. And makes these pictures. So, you should check it out. Daniel's has a very, very new channel, not a lot of subscribers. It'd probably be really nice to help him out, get a little higher there. Another channel that I've been enjoying, and I actually watched his video on my drive, listened to the video more than watched it, back from Barcelona, is, and probably one of my favorite channels is ShootFilmLikeABoss. He goes ahead and shoots with a Zeiss Icon 6x6 camera, shoots some Ilford, I think it was Ilford Delta 100 and Lucky 100, which had issues loading the reel. Really nice stuff. Roger makes some of the funnest darkroom videos out there. He goes on and on for minutes, almost half an hour long videos. So if you enjoy seeing someone in darkroom, and he learns pretty much the same as he makes the videos, which is awesome. He experiments with different things, different emotions. He has a ton of videos which I really enjoy. So we should see more darkroom videos on YouTube. Sadly, we don't see so many. His is, to me, one of the top ones up there. So yeah, that's all for this week's news. As always, remember, we're going towards the 100 news show. This one's number 96. We unlocked the 70 Patreon, giveaway, which is a Niagara from Alex Soth, one of my own copies. I think it's the first edition, I'm not sure. It will be going away. There's another prize to unlock or giveaway at 80. So you can subscribe to my Patreon if you feel like it. And if not, you can always send an email with any information to the email below. Thank you to everyone that's let me know about Acros. It was hard to miss the whole Fuji announcement yesterday. So thank you very much for everyone letting me know just in case, because I do get busy sometimes. So yeah, that's all for the news this week. See you next week.